nomor induk mahasiswa saya 20200844107. Saya adalah mahasiswa PPG DALJAB Jabatan 1 tahun 2020 PBI Universitas Sarjana Wiyata Yogyakarta. Saya akan menampilkan video tentang pembelajaran dengan materi analytical exposition. Mari kita saksikan bersama-sama. Oke ya, kita mulai pembelajaran pagi ini. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, good morning, student.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, how life today?
I'm fine.
I'm fine, sir.
How about you, sir?
Okay,
How
I'm
about
good
you,
as
sir?
always. Okay, alright, class. Before we begin our lesson today, let's pray together. Praying, begin. Amin. Okay, student. Are you ready to enjoy our lesson today?
Yes, sir.
Yes, of course, sir.
Okay, wow, great, yeah. This is what we call as passion. All of you are the great student in this condition. You still got passion to keep studying, and then remember to always wear masks and apply social distance as prevention of COVID-19.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Okay, good. Students, have you filled the attendance list? Sudah mengisi daftar hadir?
Yes, I have, sir.
Yes, I
Okay, good. Okay, student, to boost our mood, untuk menyegarkan kita, let's clap together. Kita akan melakukan tepuk semangat ya. Tepuk semangat. So, semangat.
Semangat.
Good. Okay. Okay. Firstly, maybe Mr. Sabar, I will share a video, and then please watch carefully. Yeah, just remember, because the last meeting we will talking about the analytical exposition. Now I will share a video, and then please watch carefully. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Stay safe and stay healthy in this pandemic situation. Speaking of this pandemic, how much do you know about COVID-19 and how do you prevent it? If you don't know yet, don't worry, we're going to discuss it in this video. So today's topic is about COVID-19, which will be delivered in the form of analytical exposition text. Learning objectives. After following the learning process, students are expected to be able to identify the text structure and language features in analytical exposition text, identify the social function of an analytical exposition text, and gain knowledge and awareness of COVID-19 pandemic and apply it in everyday life. Before we start the lesson, here is some important terms to build your vocabulary skill. The first one, COVID-19, is the name of the disease caused by the novel coronavirus, SARS-CoV-2, and is a short for Corona Disease 2019. Epidemic, an increase, often sudden, in the number of cases of a disease above what is normally expected in that population in that area. And there is a pandemic. It is a worldwide spread of a new disease. Self-quarantine is staying home and away from the other people as much as possible after exposure. Self-isolation, a healthcare term that means keeping infected people away from the uninfected. And the last one is social distancing. It's deliberately increasing the physical space between people in order to avoid spreading illness. Now look at the text. You can pause the video and read the text carefully. Okay, you're done? Now, just like what you have seen before, we are going to talk about analytical exposition text, and this is the example of it. We are going to analyze this text later, but first, let's get to know with the basic concept. What is analytical exposition text? Let's get to know. So, analytical exposition text is a text that elaborates the writer's idea about the phenomenon surrounding. The social function is to persuade the reader to look at an issue with your perspective. Exposition text can be found in many forms, such as legal defenses, letters, political leaflets, essays, newspaper articles, editorials, and of course so many more. Now we are moving to the characteristic of analytical exposition text. An exposition text needs to, first, clearly state the point of view. Second, use valid research finding to support your viewpoint. And of course, defend your point. And the last one is support the viewpoint with the factual data. Another important characteristic of analytical exposition text is the language features. There are several language features in this type of text that you need to know. The first one, use present tense, such as lions live, I eat, cheetahs run. Second, use mental verbs, such as I believe, I prefer, I agree, I doubt, I disagree. And then, use saying verbs to support the arguments, such as people say, it is say, research indicates, etc. Use connecting words to link the arguments so that the flow of the arguments is logical and fluent, such as additionally, moreover, firstly, secondly, etc. And then there's use causal conjunction to indicate a cause or reasons of what is being stated, such as because, despite, due to, for that reason, in that case, even though, yet, otherwise, etc. And the last one is use persuasive techniques. The first one is use generalization to support viewpoints or arguments. Use evidence and facts to back up the generalization, like using research, express opinions, testimonies, or quotes. And the last one is use exaggeration to make things or issue appear better or worse than they actually are. Now we are going to look for each language features with the text I showed you before. The first one is use present tense. In the first paragraph, you can see it's using present tense, which is located in the I believe people should stay home to stop this pandemic disease. And the next one is use mental verbs. Still in the same paragraph, the mental verb in here is I believe. The third is use connecting words. It is located in the second, third, and fourth paragraph, which is located in the first sentence of each paragraph. In here, the connecting word is the first. And the last one is using causal conjunction. It is located in the third paragraph in the first word of the second sentence as because. Now we're moving on to the generic structure. The generic structure of an analytical exposition is divided into 3 steps. Introduction or thesis statement, body, which consists of arguments, and the last one is conclusion or a reiteration. As you have seen before, the generic structure is divided into these 3 steps. The first one is introduction or thesis statement. It introduces the topic and shows speaker or writer's position. It is an outline of the arguments that are presented. Body or arguments. It consists of point and elaboration. Point is state the main argument, and elaboration develops the supports each point of arguments. The last one is conclusion or a reiteration. It could also be a restatement because it restates the speaker's or writer's position. Now let's analyze the text again with its structure. As you can see, Please Stay at Home is the title. The first paragraph is the introduction. The next 3 paragraphs is the body or arguments. These are the arguments. In one of the arguments, this sentence is a point, and the next sentence is called as elaboration. The last paragraph is called as conclusion. Okay, enough with my part. Now it's your turn. You're going to answer some question about what we have learned. Ready? Let's go! Okay, so this is the jumbled paragraph of analytical exposition text. Your job is to put this paragraph into a right order with correct structure. Pause the video right now and read it carefully. Okay, you're done? Now let's see the correct answer. Here is the text with the correct order. The first paragraph is the introduction or thesis statement, because it introduces the topic and shows the speaker or writer's position as saying that the writers believe it is important to follow the WHO instruction. The next paragraph is the body or arguments. It consists of arguments of reasons why is it important to follow the instructions, with each point and elaboration in each part. And the last paragraph is the conclusion or reiteration. It restates the speaker or writer's position which firstly written in the thesis statement. The conclusion also provides an additional suggestion for the readers. Now we are moving to the basic concept question. First one, what is analytical exposition text? A. A text which retells events or experiences in the past. B. A text that elaborates the writer's idea about the phenomenon surrounding. C. An imaginative story. Or D. A text which says what a person or a thing is like. Time's up. The answer is B. A text that elaborates the writer's idea about the phenomenon surrounding. Number 2. What is the purpose of analytical exposition text? A. To persuade the reader to look at an issue with your perspective. B. To describe or reveal a particular person, place, or thing. C. To tell stories or past events and entertain the readers. D. To inform or to entertain the readers. Time's up. The answer is A. To persuade the reader to look at an issue with your perspective. Number 3. What is the generic structure of an analytical exposition text? A. Orientation, events, reorientation. B. Orientation, complication, resolution. C. Thesis statement, arguments, reiteration. Or D. Identification, body, or conclusion. Time's up. The answer is C. Thesis statement, arguments, reiteration. Number 4. What tense is used in analytical exposition text? A. Present tense. B. Simple past tense. C. Past continuous tense. Or D. Future tense. Time's up. The answer is A. Present tense. Okay, so before we continue to the next questions, you can pause the video and read the text once again carefully. Okay, ready? Let's continue. Question number 5. What is the best title for the text? A. Reasons why WHO instruction is important to follow. B. You should wash your hands. C. Why should we fight the corona pandemic? Or D. How to cure yourself from COVID-19. Time's up. The answer is A. Reasons why WHO instruction is important to follow. Number 6. What mental verbs are used in the text? A. First, second, third, and the last one. B. Research indicates. C. Therefore, to the reasons above. D. I extremely agree. Time's up. The answer is D. I extremely agree. Number 7. What saying verbs are used in a text? A. First, second, third, and the last one. B. Research indicates. C. Therefore, due to reasons above. D. I extremely agree. Time's up. The answer is B. Research indicates. Number 8. What connecting words are used in the text? A. First, second, third, and the last one. B. Research indicates. C. Therefore, due to the reasons above. D. I extremely agree. Time's up. The answer is A. First, second, third, and the last one. Number 9. What causal conjunction are used in the text? A. First, second, third, and the last one. B. Research indicates. C. Therefore, due to the reasons. D. I extremely agree. Time's up. The answer is C. Therefore, due to the reasons above. The last one, what is the writer wants you to learn after read the text? A. We should carefully avoid dirty things. B. We should follow WHO instruction to stop the pandemic. C. We should avoid people as much as possible. D. We should take pills and medication. Time's up. The answer is B. We should follow WHO instruction to stop the pandemic. So all of the materials we have learned will be summarized in here. Important points. Let's sum up. The first one, analytical exposition text, is a text that elaborates the writer's idea about the phenomenon surrounding. The purpose of analytical exposition text is to persuade the reader to look at an issue with your perspective. Language features of analytical exposition text is using present tense, mental verbs, saying verbs, connecting words, causal conjunction, and persuasive techniques. And the last, the generic structure of analytical exposition text is introduction or thesis statement, body or arguments, and conclusion or reiteration. Okay, so we are coming to the end of our video. Thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay healthy. Goodbye.
Okay. How about the video, student? Now, please tell me, student. Okay, now please tell me what is the previous video talking about?
I think it's about analytical exposition, sir.
Okay, that's right. Good, Zakiatul Amri. Goodbye. Next, what do you know about the purpose of the text? Yeah?
To tell the writer's opinion about an issue.
Okay, Nur Rahmalia, good. To tell the writer's opinion about an issue. Okay, good. Okay, then can you mention the generic structure of the text?
Nature,
Yeah? Come on, please.
thesis, argument, and reiteration.
Okay, thesis, argument, and reiteration. Okay, good. Great. Okay. From video above, can you tell me what tense is used? Tense is used. What is the tense? Yeah? Susi, maybe? Hanifa?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
I think it's a simple present tense, sir.
This is simple present time. Good. The next. I love you, a great student, I think. Ya. Bagus semua, sudah bisa menjawab pertanyaan. Okay, now Pak Sabar want you to create a four group. Four group consists of 6 till 7 person based on your attention number. Ya, silakan kamu membuat create a four group 4 kelompok yang terdiri dari 6 atau sampai 7 siswa menurut attendance number, ya, menurut ini ya dari absen ya. Oke. Oke, good. Oke. Oke. After this, please every group open LKPD text 2. LKPD text 2. Ya. Sudah dibuka LKPD-nya? Oke, LKPD text 2. Dera. Oke. You can read the text carefully, okay, and discuss it with your group. Ya, oke. Sudah dibaca semuanya? Have you read it?
Belum, Pak.
Okay, just a moment, okay? Okay. Please discuss it with your group, okay? Okay. Please. From question number 1. Siapa yang bisa menjawab from the question from number 1? Maybe
It's
the text mainly discuss about
sure the advantage of learning English.
okay.
Of learning English.
The advantage of learning English. Good. The next. Good job. Okay. Monica, next. The question number 2. The question number 2. The text above implies that.
Oh, sir.
Yeah.
Learning English can help us study in the foreign language.
Okay. Through learning English, it can help us study in the foreign language. Good. Nice answer. Okay. The next for the question number 3. The question.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
First and second.
First and second. Good. The next. The last question. Yeah. Okay. What is writer motive writing the text? Motive writernya apa? From the text.
It is sure persuade people to learn this language.
To persuade people to learn English language. Okay, good, Zakiatul Amri. Okay, now to make you more understanding about analytic exposition text, I will give some poster with some keyword to you all. Okay, you can look on LKPD ya. Bisa dilihat?
Yes.
Oke. Nah, for the group 1, please, from the group 1, this is your topic, ya. Ini this for group 1, LKPD ya. The importantnya ada ya, the dangers of smoking. And then from the group 2, the group 2 still talking about stop global warming. Are you get my picture? Lihat gambarnya ya.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then group 3 is about notice. Important thing, oh ya. Okay. And then The last group, number 4, group 4, is about the importance of education. Okay. My student, are you still with me? Masihkah bersama Pak Sabar?
Masih.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Yeah, nice. Okay, discuss it, okay? And then please, all of you, every group, yeah, every group, please discuss in your group about an issue based on your poster and keyword given. The next, write short paragraph. Ya, silakan kamu membuat paragraf pendek, around 150 words. Ya, sekitar 150 kata lah ya, about analytical exposition, ya, based on the poster, menurut posternya tersebut. And then please analyze your text, ya, please analyze, halo, ya, and then please analyze your text with your group about its functional function, generic structure, and language feature-nya. Okay? Okay, I will give you
Sure. Okay.
5 minutes ya. 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Ya, untuk persiapan ya, masing-masing grupnya silakan menunjuk siapa yang akan presented ya, yang akan melakukan presentasi. Oke, sudah semuanya? Sudah ready? Are you ready?
Udah, Pak.
Oke, good. Ya. Ini sudah dikirim ke WA-nya Pak Sabar ya untuk ininya ya. Coba Pak Sabar lihat ya ini. Pak Sabar akan share screen-nya ya. Grup berapa dulu ya kira-kira? Grup 1 ya. Grup 1 dulu, kita mulai dari grup 1 ya. Ini.
Okay.
Ya, just minute. Nunggu sebentar. Kita buka biar langsung tampilannya. Ya, sudah terlihat ini dari kelompok 1. Silakan conclusion.
Iya, Pak.
Ya, silakan.
Jadi shell function-nya untuk to persuade the reader is smoking is dangerous for us.
Ya.
And the generic structure, there is thesis on the first paragraph. And the argument,
For the
ada di
argumennya.
paragraf 2,
Ya.
4, 3, dan
Oh iya.
5. 2,
Oke.
3, 4, dan 5, maaf.
2, 3, 4 dan 5. Oke, the argumennya. And then
The last feature.
reiterasinya paragraf berapa, Mbak?
Yang pertama, using relation process.
Oke. Language feature-nya.
Yang kedua, conjunction. Yang ketiga, using internal conjunction. And the number 4, using inclusion conjunction.
Conjunction, oke. And then number 5.
Using contrast type conjunction.
Conjunction and
Using simple present tense.
oke.
And number 7, focusing on generic human and non-human participants.
Oke.
Example, air pollution, leaded petrochemical.
Oke.
Number 8, using abstract noun.
Abstrak noun, Susi,
Number
good.
9, using relational process.
Oke.
Number 10, using modal verbs. Number 11, using modal adverbs. And the last, number 12, using passive sentence.
Good. Give applause for the group 1. Nice. Okay, good. The next may be group 3. Group 3. Who will present it? Yeah, please.
Mobile phones for defense for students at school.
Oke, just minute. Pak Sabar mau share screen-nya. Biar kerja juga dari grup kita ya. Silakan presentasikan. Group 3.
should be better for children at school.
Special functionnya, terus generic structure-nya.
Special function that affects all the for students studying at school.
And then
Generic structure. Number. This is paragraph 1.
paragraph 1. Next, argument.
Number 2, argument. Paragraph 2 and 3.
And 3. Okay, good. Next, from the
Number 3. Reiteration. Paragraph 4.
Paragraph 4. And then, how about the language feature-nya, Mbak?
Language feature. Number 1. User relation process.
And then using
Number 2. Using external conjunction. Number 3. Using internal conjunction.
And
Number 4.
yeah.
Using causal conjunction.
Okay, and then
Number 5.
yeah,
Using contractive conjunction.
constructive conjunction. And then number 6.
Number 6. Using simple present tense.
And then number 7.
Focusing on binary human and non-human participant.
Okay, like pollution, yeah. And then number 9.
Number
8,
8. Using
yeah, sorry.
abstract noun.
Okay, 9.
Number 9. Using relation process.
And then
Number 10. Using modal verbs.
the verb. Next, number 11.
Number 11. Using modal adverb.
And number the last one.
Number 12.
Yeah.
Using passive sentence.
Okay. Good. Next, maybe group 4. Group 4. Who is ready? Group 4?
sir.
Okay, group 4, please.
Okay. The importance of education. Social function.
Social
First was
function,
that the reader is education is very important for us.
yeah. And then
And the next is paragraph 1. Argument paragraph 2 and 3. And written paragraph 1. Language footer. Number 1. Using relation process. 2. Using external conjunction. 3. Using internal conjunction. 4. Using causal conjunction. 5. Using contractive conjunction.
and
Using simple present tense. 7. Focusing on the human and non-human participant.
yeah. Next,
8. Using abstract noun.
external. Yeah. Number 9,
Using relation process.
consideration process. And then number 10,
Using modal verb.
modal verb. Okay. And then number 11,
11. Using modal adverb.
like example-nya setan lebih ya.
Class 12. Using passive sentence.
Oke, good job from the group 4. Silakan. Kelompok 2 ya.
Yes, sir.
Oke, Keisha, please present it. Ya, talking about apa?
Social function.
Talkingnya buat
Group
apa?
person.
Tentang apa? Kelompok 2. Tentang global warming kah?
Social function to persuade the reader about the dangers of global warming.
Terus, and then?
Kinetic structure, thesis, paragraph 1. Argument, paragraph 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
And then?
Reiteration, paragraph 7.
Okay. So how about the social language-nya?
Language feature. Language feature. Using rational process. Using external conjunction. Using internal conjunction. Using causal conjunction. Using constructive conjunction. Simple present tense. Focusing on kinetic and non-human participant. Using abstract noun. Using relational process. Using modal verb. Using modal adverb. Using positive sentence.
Yes, dear.
Okay, finish ya. Okay. Okay. Good job for all of you. Okay. Do you find any difficulty from this lesson today, my student? My lovely student?
No, sir.
No? Okay, no. That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, who will give conclusion from this material today? From this lesson. Adakah yang mau menyimpulkan dari pembelajaran hari ini? Siapakah? Ya. Ya. What is the conclusion from?
We learn about analytical exposition and social functions. We learn about social function.
Terus?
In analytical exposition.
What is the language feature-nya? Hanifah, ya Hanifah, please. Ya, oke. Pak Sabar akan sedikit mengulang ya. Berarti apa itu analytical exposition? Analytical exposition is a type of spoken or written text that is intended to persuade the listener or reader that something is the case. And then, what is the social function from the analytical exposition is to persuade by presenting argument. Ya, just remember to persuade by presenting argument, to analyze or explain how and why. And then, the generic structure-nya. From the generic structure have a three. Number one is thesis. What is thesis? Thesis is introduce the topic and show speaker or writer position. And then the argument is consists about point and elaboration. And then the third is reiteration, who is a state speaker or writer opinion. Okay, position. And then what is the language feature? From the analytical exposition, the language feature-nya always using relational process, using external conjunction, and then using internal conjunction. Number 4 using causal conjunction, and then number 5 using contrastive conjunction, and then number 6 is using simple present tense, and then number 7 focus on generic human or non-human. Look like seperti car, pollution, leaded petrol car, and etc. And then number 8 is using abstract noun. The example is government, policy, and etc. And then number 9 using relational process. The example is it is important. Now, from the 11 using modal adverb. The example is certain, we. And then the last is always using passive sentence. Okay. Now, I think enough for the lesson today, my student. The next meeting, we will talking about the passive tense. Passive sentence, sorry. We will talking about passive sentence, ya. Masih terkait seperti the analytical exposition. Okay. Demikian dari Pak Sabar. I think enough for the lesson today. Thank you for your cooperation. Please don't forget to stay healthy and study more at home, okay? Let's say hamdalah together. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, I think enough from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye, my students, and bye-bye.
1, 2, 3, come on!